Hey YouTube, my name is Big Boy Snatch on TV, aka Wakanda Snatch One, because I got plenty going around. As you can tell by the side of the thumbnail on the video, this is my WWE Raw Reveal High. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the entire video from the beginning over towards the end. Hit that subscribe button for more recent content I do on the channel, because I'm on the road to 11K before the end of April. Go check out my AEW Dynamite. No, I'm sorry. Go check out my AEW Dynasty review and highlights, and that's all I gotta say from here. Without further ado, let's get started. Now WWE Raw was a decent show, and I had to give that show a 5 out of 10. It says WWE Raw was on from Sacramento, California, Golden One Center. The commentary tonight with Michael Cole and Corey Graves. Then now we are together. The WWE video leads us to a show. Video package: Roman Reigns is showing sitting down in a room when he won the Royal Rumble. He told CM Punk to enjoy the relevancy he had left. CM Punk did what he thought he did. He lied. The WWE Universe lived through it all. CM Punk exposed himself as a hypocrite. Roman Reigns showcased clips of CM Punk saying the same things and then doing the exact opposite. CM Punk claims he was treated like a dog, but then he held the title for 434 days. CM Punk also takes TKO's check and apologized to Saudi Arabia to make his money while crapping on the company. Roman Reigns says he likes Pat McAfee, but never in the world has a punter ran his mouth to him. Nobody believes in CM Punk. It's not 2012 anymore. The Tribal Chief doesn't lie. In the main event, he'll give CM Punk the opportunity to tell the truth, or Roman Reigns will. So we go to backstage segment. World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk is shown sitting backstage after watching that video. Pre-show arrivals. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCure is in the building. Charlotte Flair arrived with Alexa Bliss will face Lara McCure. Gunther is shown arriving at Golden One Center. Video package: last Monday on Raw, Brock Lesnar and Noah Femi got into a massive brawl during their WrestleMania contract signing. WWE Chief Content Officer and Hall of Famer Triple H is in the ring with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce welcomes everyone to Monday Night Raw in an effort to make sure that this match actually makes it to WrestleMania 42. Adam Pearce has decided that Overpayment and Brock Lesnar will sign this contract separately. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman marches out to the stage to boos from the crowd. Paul Heyman introduced himself. It says Adam Pearce is right for once in his life. They should sign separately. This is WrestleMania 42 fight week because no one should get close to the beast, Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's music hits to a big reaction. The Beast Incarnate comes out and looks focused. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman head down to the ring. Brock Lesnar will fight over Femi at WrestleMania 42 Sunday in a match that will be broadcast on ESPN. Brock Lesnar takes the contract from Adam Pearce, signs it, tips his cap to him, and pulls in the ring to a big ovation. Paul Heyman says history has been made. They may as well be a Nigerian death warrant with one man's name written on it. And over chant picks up. Paul Heyman says he's glad. Brock Lesnar rips the microphone away from Paul Heyman and says the crowd won't even know old Femi's name after this weekend. Paul Heyman says this Saturday. Paul Heyman says this Sunday. On the real main event of WrestleMania, he has a prediction, not a spoiler. There is going to be a winner and a loser this Sunday at WrestleMania 42. The loser's name is Overpayment. Paul Heyman says he's gonna ball deep into rumors that the ruler can't handle the beast. The winner will be the greatest combat sports athlete in history, the conqueror Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman walk off. Alright, that was a pretty cool segment right there. It says Mike thoughts, simple and effective segment with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. They're built this match with Brock Lesnar and Overfamily with a very simple formula. Overfamily has gotten the better of him a few times, but there is still the questions of what will happen when the bell rings on in an official match. They have to say that I am pretty physical to see this match, and I am curious how they'll book this out. And this is the only match I'm excited for: Brock Lesnar versus Overfamily. Way better than Roman Reigns and CM Punk's match. All right, replay. Last Monday on Raw, Logan Paul shoved IShowSpeed into LA Knight. IShowSpeed then got put into a WrestleMania match, teaming with Logan Paul and Austin Theory against the Usos in LA Knight. Backstage segment. IShowSpeed is standing near a practice WWE ring when World Tag Team Champions Logan Paul and Austin Theory walks up to him. He tells him it doesn't matter that IShowSpeed isn't a wrestler. He got the look in and get this right. IShowSpeed gets in the ring to start training. They show IShowSpeed practicing lockups and crossbody blocks on a crash pad. IShowSpeed looks a training in a Boston Crab and gets him to submit. IShowSpeed is looking confident after the session. The 6-man tag team match will kick off WrestleMania Saturday, which will be shown on ESPN. Alright, ESPN2. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss make their way to the ring. Charlotte Flair will battle Lyra Akira next. So we go to commercial break. Video package WrestleMania 42 set is under. Video package WrestleMania 42 is set under construction at Allegiant Stadium. Replay this past Friday on SmackDown. Charlotte Flair distract Bayley, causing her to lose to Alexa Bliss. Charlotte Flair accompanied by Alexa Bliss versus Lyra Akira accompanied by Bayley. And this match right here, this was a good match in my opinion. Yeah, this was a good match. This was a good match. The bell rings and they take a few moments before locking up. Lyra Akira hits a headlock takeover, but Charlotte Flair fights up and grabs the leg. Lyra Akira kicks her away and hits another another headlock takeover. Charlotte Flair grabs the head, but Lyra Akira does a handstand and walks on her hands to get out. Charlotte Flair kicks up and shows her up. Charlotte Flair then hits a waistline takeover and sides her up. Charlotte Flair sidesteps Lyra Akira and follows her into the ropes for a shoulder tackle. Charlotte Flair taunts Bayley before setting up on Lyra Akira. Lyra Akira pops up to her feet and gets in Charlotte Flair's face, shoving her face a few times. Charlotte Flair chops her back. Lyra Akira ducks a chop and hits a running crossbody block before connecting with a spinning heel kick for a 2 count. Charlotte Flair reverses a whip, but Lyra Akira backflips over her. Charlotte Flair sidesteps in avalanche, but Lyra Akira boots her back. Charlotte Flair responds with a kick to the head before having a whip to the corner. Reverse. Charlotte Flair rolls up the turnbuckles and lands on the apron. Lyra Akira knocks her to the floor and hits a wrecking ball drop kick. Lyra Akira gets the crowd going and tries to plancha, but she lands on her feet when Charlotte Flair moves. Charlotte Flair then boots Lyra Akira down. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Charlotte Flair steps on Lyra Akira and heads to the top rope. Lyra Akira grabs her, but Charlotte Flair kicks her down. Lyra Akira rips her off the ropes, climbs the ropes and hits a flying leg drop for a near fall. Lyra Akira climbs to the middle rope for a moonsault, but Charlotte Flair gets the knees up. Charlotte Flair goes to a figure 4 leg lock, but Lyra Akira counters with an inside cradle for a 2 count. Lyra Akira rocks her with an enziguri, but Charlotte Flair responds with a kick to the face. Charlotte Flair positions Lyra Akira and heads to the top rope. Charlotte Flair hits a moonsault for a near fall. The crowd is getting into this match. Charlotte Flair hits the ropes for a natural selection, but Lyra Kira counters with the curved pin for a 2 count. Lyra Kira sidesteps a big boot and strikes away at the Queen. Charlotte Flair responds with a chop and talks some trash. Lyra Kira blocks a kick and hits a fisherman suplex for a 2 count. Lyra Kira soon puts Charlotte Flair on her shoulders, but Charlotte Flair slides off and throws her out of the ring into Bayley. Charlotte Flair quickly goes to the floor to put Lyra Kira in the ring. Charlotte Flair ducks and disagrees and does a O'Connor roll 1-2. Bayley pulls Charlotte Flair foot out. Lyra Kira rolls Charlotte Flair up for the win. The winner by pinfall, Lyra Kira. This was a good match. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss getting into a shoving match with Lyra Kira and Bayley. The referee keeps them separated, and there is no further incident. It says, my thoughts. It's nice to see Lyra Kira getting a little momentum back after what was a rough stretch through the fall after a poor SummerSlam performance and honestly some bad booking. Both her and Charlotte Flair look quite revigorated in this match. So we go to a video package. A WrestleMania themed NASCAR racer is shown. Backstage segment, LA Knight and the Usos are talking when the MFT of SmackDown walks up. Solo Sikoa says their family is a mess. His older brother are hanging out with a clown. LA Knight then tells any 3 of them can meet them in the ring tonight, so they can warm up for WrestleMania 42. LA Knight walks off, leaving the Usos looking at their younger brother, Solo Sikoa. The Usos then walk off. So we go to commercial break. We go to backstage segment. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCure is walking backstage. We'll hear from her next. So we go to commercial break. Hulk Hogan, Real American, is coming to Netflix on Wednesday, April 22nd. So we get the video package. We get a video package, a clip of the Hulk Hogan documentary. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCure addresses going to her first WrestleMania 42 against Liv Morgan. Now, this was a pretty good segment in my opinion. Women's World Champion Stephanie McCure makes her way to the ring. Replay last Monday on Raw. Stephanie McCure recently attacked Liv Morgan backstage, knocking her into Washington press and putting her through a television screen. Kathy Kelly is in the ring to interview Stephanie McCure, but Liv Morgan attacks Stephanie McCure from behind. Kathy Kelly is also knocked over. Liv Morgan punches away at Stephanie McCure before WWE officials run down to separate them. Stephanie McCure is pulled out of the ring. Liv Morgan screams for Stephanie McCure to get in the ring and fight her. Liv Morgan says she knew Stephanie McCure's mother was trash, but she didn't know she raised a little, That was so disrespectful by Liv Morgan. So Stephanie McCure felt some kind of way, and they both began brawling. Alright. Stephanie McCure shouts that she's not waiting until WrestleMania 42. Stephanie McCure charged in the ring and takes Liv Morgan down. WWE officials pull them apart. Stephanie McCure breaks free and hits Liv Morgan with a stiff forearm. Liv Morgan is pulled away, looking insane as she held back. Liv Morgan screams that Stephanie McCure is done for. Kathy Kelly is held away by WWE officials. That was a crazy brawl between Liv Morgan and Stephanie McCure. Stephanie McCure will defend the Women's World Champion against Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42 Saturday. Alright. Replay last Friday on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley took B-Fab and mentioned later that night WWE Women's Champion Jericho Gill pinned Steel Sky. Jericho Gill and Rhea Ripley then went face to face. Backstage interview. Jackie Raymond is backstage with Io Sky. Is there anything she wants to say about facing Jericho Gill? Io Sky says she lost, but she was fighting for her friend. On WrestleMania 42 Sunday, no one will root for Rhea Ripley. No one will root for Rhea Ripley more than her. Asuka and Kairi Sane walks up to her. Asuka says Io Sky was the women's world champion at WrestleMania last year. This year, she's Rhea Ripley's sidekick. Io Sky says she is tired of how Asuka is treating her and Kairi Sane. Asuka says Kairi Sane is fine and will face Io Sky tonight. Kairi Sane looks shocked and then stills herself to look at Io Sky. Kairi Sane is then pulled away. All I'm saying is this. Kairi Sane, you better turn on Asuka immediately, bro. Because Kairi Sane doesn't deserve to get treated like that. And that's what I gotta say. Arena concurs. The Usos are fired up and make their entrance. They'll team up with LA Knight to battle the MFTs next. So we go to commercial break. Let me take a sip of my water. Clips from the clip of Logan Paul showing ISO speed into LA Knight last week has been viewed 428 million times, the most viewed social highlight in the history of Raw, NXT, or SmackDown. So we get a 6-man tag team match. The Usos main event, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and LA Knight versus the MFT, Solo Sikoa, Jason Mateo, and Tonga Loa, coming by Tyler Tonga. And this 6-man tag team match, this was a solid 6-man tag team match. Jimmy Uso starts against Jason Mateo and kicks him. Jey Uso tags in and takes it to Jason Mateo before knocking him out of the ring. Jey Uso then hits a wild dive to the floor. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Solo Sikoa is applying a nerve hold to Jey Uso. Jey Uso fights up and punches out. Jey Uso knocks the other MFTs off the apron and hits the ropes, but Solo Sikoa hits a back elbow. Solo Sikoa punches Jimmy Uso to the floor before taunting LA Knight. Jey Uso fires back with a rebound and security. LA Knight and Tonga Loa tag in. LA Knight takes Jason Mateo down and hits Tonga Loa with a back suplex. LA Knight sends Jason Mateo to the floor. Tonga Loa scoops LA Knight up, but LA Knight comes with a reverse DDT. LA Knight rolls up to his feet and goes for the second rope. LA Knight leaps to the top rope and hits a diving elbow drop. 1-2, Jason Mateo breaks it up. Jimmy Uso super kicks Jason Mateo, so Sikoa hits Jimmy Uso with a Samoan spike. Jey Uso pulls the top rope down to get Solo Sikoa out of the ring. Jey Uso goes for a suicide dive, but Solo Sikoa picks him up out of midair and slams him onto the commentary table. Tama Tonga comes to the ringside, and Solo Sikoa is furious, wondering where he was in the ring. LA Knight hits Tonga Loa with the blown force trauma for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, LA Knight, the Usos and LA Knight. This 6-man tag team match was a solid 6-man tag team match. Michael Cole announces that Kathy Kelly is going to be okay. Video package: Pat McAfee and Randy Orton took out the undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes and Jelly Roll this past Friday on SmackDown. The ring general Gunther makes his way to the ring. We'll hear from the career killer next. So we'll go to commercial break. The WWE Hall of Fame will take place this Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific, which is really Saturday at midnight on the East Coast. Gunther addresses facing Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 42, and this was a decent promo for what it was. Gunther is in the ring laughing. Seth Rollins immediately charged in the ring and tackles Gunther. Seth Rollins punches away at Gunther. Gunther escapes the ring. For 2 weeks, Gunther has attacked him from behind. That was a receipt as WrestleMania 42. Seth Rollins will finish the job. If what Gunther said is true, that this is a personal issue and not him trying to kiss up to Paul Heyman. Seth Rollins wants to know why Gunther wants to face him at WrestleMania. Gunther shout he goes to the ringside arena before grabbing a microphone and getting in the ring. Gunther gets in Seth Rollins' face. Gunther says he is solving Paul Heyman's issues, but he's doing it with a smile on his face because Seth Rollins is pissing him off. Seth Rollins has strut around for years thinking he's the best in the ring, but he's not. Gunther is. When Gunther was champion, instead of seeking out the best competitor, Seth Rollins becomes an unusable idiot to Paul Heyman. At WrestleMania 42, Gunther will prove that Seth Rollins can lace his boots. Seth Rollins attacks him, and Gunther needs him in the midsection. Gunther goes for a powerbomb, but Seth Rollins gets out and kicks him out of the ring. Gunther leans Seth Rollins against the steel steps and avoid a stomp onto the steel steps from Seth Rollins. Gunther retreats through the crowd. Seth Rollins gets in the ring and poses. At WrestleMania 42 Saturday, Seth Rollins will battle Gunther, so I hope Seth Rollins will beat Gunther at WrestleMania 42. So we go to a video package. Club WWE is coming. Video package. The Demon Finn Balor is coming to WrestleMania 42. The Demon will face Dirty Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 42 Sunday. So, I got the Demon Finn Balor going over Dominic Mysterio at WrestleMania 42 Night 2. Raw General Manager Office. Triple A Mega Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio is with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Dominic Mysterio is complaining that his deadbeat father is getting a chance at the Intercontinental Championship. As for the Demon, he was told by Finn Balor that he was dead. Dominic Mysterio wants the match canceled. Adam Pearce declines and says Rey Mysterio earned his spot. As for Dominic Mysterio, he needs to look in the mirror and gets ready. It says Yaha Abul Mateen to an actor on a Netflix show. It's at ringside. Sacramento Kings for Dylan Carwell is also there. Io Sky heads to the ring. She'll face Kairi Sane next. So we go to commercial break. So we get Io Sky versus Kairi Sane coming by Asuka. And this was a pretty good match in my opinion. Kairi Sane hits a Luther Express and punches Io Sky. They roll around the mat, brawling before Kairi Sane stomps her. Kairi Sane sends her to the corner and hits a running shoulder thrust. Kairi Sane hits a running forearm in the corner before going to the top rope for a flying forearm for a 2 count. Kairi Sane stomps Io Sky and pushes her down. Kairi Sane hits a snap mirror and applies a weird chin lock. Io Sky eventually fights out and lands on her feet to counter a head scissors takeover. Io Sky takes Kairi Sane down and drop kicks her out of the ring. Io Sky is set up for a moonsault, but Kairi Sane pulls her down. Kairi Sane sends her into the barricade, but Io Sky kicks her back. Io Sky stands on the barricade and hits a nasty moonsault block for her shins hitting Kairi Sane in the head. Alright, so we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Io Sky is making a comeback. Io Sky is back. It's a back fist and hits some uppercuts. Io Sky kicks Kairi Sane in the face. Kairi Sane reverses a whip, but Io Sky goes to the apron and kicks Kairi Sane in the face. Io Sky goes to the top rope for a missile drop kick. Io Sky kills up and gets the crowd going. Io Sky hits a bullet train attack and steps on Kairi Sane before going to the top rope. Kairi Sane shoves her to the apron, but Io Sky forms her in a jaw. Io Sky pulls her up from a suplex to the floor, but Kairi Sane fights it. Kairi Sane headbutts Io Sky and has her hanging over the ringside area. Io Sky knocks Kairi Sane back. Asuka gets on the apron and slings Io Sky's head to the ring post. Rhea Ripley heads to the ring. Rhea Ripley headbutts Asuka and goes for a riptide on the floor, but WWE Women's Champion Jade Cargill attacks her from behind. Io Sky crushes Jade Cargill with a suicide dive and gets in Asuka's face. Kairi Sane grabs Io Sky, but she misses a backflip. Io Sky goes to the top rope, but Asuka sweeps her feet. Kairi Sane rolls Io Sky for the win. The winner of the match by pinfall, Io Sky. This was a good match. What it was. WWE video package. WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch on WrestleMania 42 Saturday. Backstage segment. Over Family is showing walking backstage. Commercial break. Triple H will be on his Vice podcast to interview her ahead of her WWE Hall of Famer introductions. So we get Over Family signs the contract to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 42. This was a good promo by Over Family. WWE content officer and Hall of Famer Triple H is back in the ring with Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce says they have one signature on the contract. It's time for another. Adam Pearce introduced the ruler Over Family. The ruler Over Family short down to the ring to a big ovation. Over Family gets in the ring, takes the contract and signs it before giving it back to Adam Pearce. Triple H points to the stage. Paul Heyman is standing there looking incredulous. Paul Heyman says he's been in this industry his entire life. He's never seen someone come across to the audience as the biggest star in the industry as fast as Over Family. Being in the industry, he knows where he's safe and where he's not. Over Family is violent man, so he'll stay on the stage. That's what Paul Heyman likes most about Over Family. Over Family is the most violent person to come into WWE since Brock Lesnar. Over Family is the fastest rising star to the top since Brock Lesnar. He's the most impressive athletic fighter and comeback athlete since Brock Lesnar. The crowd loudly chants Over Family. Paul Heyman says the crowd is standing to piss him off. The problem is that it ends on Sunday. Everything Over Family built will come crashing down in Suplex City within F5. In comes crashing down when Over Family is conquered by Brock Lesnar. The crowd continues to chant for Over Family. Paul Heyman says there is no shame in the loss. Over Family in the true main event of WrestleMania 42. When he conquers, he will be conquered. Paul Heyman promised that as Over Family rebuilds his career, his door will always be open to Over Family. Over Family says it's taking everything in him out to come down the ramp and beat Paul Heyman's filler to post. The deeper than that, the physical pain and scars will heal. A beat his chant picks up. Over Family stays emotional. Won't when the Beast lose at WrestleMania 42 will last forever. As far as his door opportunity Paul Heyman chant. Paul Heyman can't close it. Over Family already has his door to WrestleMania 42 2 months ago. Paul Heyman and the Beast issue an open challenge to anyone who dare to step up. Why would they care? They are 25 years of history that says Brock Lesnar can be beat. Old Family has a 4-week history that shows he can. He never been personal. It's business, but it's not business. It's as usual. This is different. Over Family and Paul Heyman can feel the people can't feel it. It's time to put an end to the Beast. Paul Heyman has been here the whole way. Paul Heyman has been Brock Lesnar's friend and advocate. He's been a good mouthpiece, but he's never been a honest one. If Paul Heyman were honest, he'll introduce himself and admits this client is afraid of Old Family because he is the ruler, the destroyer, and the bringer of war. He's a mountain that cannot be conquered. Old Family will slay the Beast. Old Family has always been the one. Everyone knows it. At WrestleMania 42, Paul Heyman will know it too. This was a good promo by Old Family, and I love every second of it. Video package: Liv Morgan's music video. Video package: Liv Morgan's new music video for her song "Trouble Place." Now I do not know how I feel about that song as well too. I don't know how I feel about that song. I don't know if it was good, bad, or worse. I don't know. Y'all sign off down below in the comment section what you guys think of Liv Morgan's music video. Mike's thoughts: it was a great song if you listen to it on mute. Giovanni Evans heads to the ring. He'll team with Dragon Lee to face Rusev and JD Madonna. So we go to commercial break. So we get a tag team match: Giovanni Evans and Dragon Lee versus JD Madonna and Rusev. And this tag team match right here, this was a average tag team match. This match was average. JD Madonna knocks Giovanni Evans off the apron before attacking Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee fights back and puts him in the corner. JD Madonna turns him around and stomps him down. JD Madonna turns him inside out with a clothesline and kicks Giovanni Evans off the apron. JD Madonna hits a snap suplex on Dragon Lee for a 2 count. Rusev tags in and hits a gut wrench suplex before hitting a vertical suplex. Rusev continues to attack before JD Madonna attacks in. JD Madonna hits a scary high angle back suplex on Dragon Lee before tagging Rusev back in. Rusev stomps Dragon Lee and grabs him. Dragon Lee fights back, but Rusev needs him and goes for a powerbomb. Dragon Lee gets out with a hurricanrana. Giovanni Evans tags in and leaps over Rusev before knocking JD Madonna off the apron. Giovanni Evans hits Rusev with a flying knee to the face before hitting JD Madonna with a suicide dive. Giovanni Evans kicks Rusev back and hits a springboard flying clothesline. Giovanni Evans backflips to send JD Madonna out of the ring. As he charges him, Giovanni Evans pulls the top rope down to get Rusev out of the ring. Rusev blocks a dive and punches Giovanni Evans back. JD Madonna pulls Dragon Lee off the apron and hits a moonsault. Giovanni Evans then rocks him with a forearm to the face. Giovanni Evans runs around the ringside and dives at Rusev, but Rusev catches him and hits a fallaway slam over the commentary table. So we go to commercial break. Back from the break, Dragon Lee leaps over the top rope to hit JD Madonna with a hurricanrana off the apron into Rusev. Dragon Lee gets JD Madonna in the ring and hits a dragon suplex, followed by a super kick. Dragon Lee hits the ropes, but JD Madonna hits a standing Spanish fly 1-2. Javon Evans breaks it up. Javon Evans hits Rusev with a red dot, followed by a dive over the top rope. Dragon Lee flips through a clothesline and rolls JD McDonald up before hitting a Styles Clash for the win. The winner of the match, the winner of the match by pinfall, Javon Evans and Dragon Lee. This was a average tag team match. What it was. Rusev shoves Javon Evans into Dragon Lee and hits Javon Evans with a fallaway slam. Rusev then hits Dragon Lee with a swinging slam before going for the accolade. Rey Mysterio runs down for the save. The WWE Hall of Famer punches away at Rusev. Rusev shoves him off, but Rey Mysterio drop kicks him and hits him into a position. Rusev clothesline Rey Mysterio as he tries for a 619. WWE Intercontinental Champion Penta runs down and attacks Rusev. Penta goes for a springboard, but Rusev hits a Moscow kick out of midair. Javon Evans attacks Rusev and goes for an OG cutter, but Rusev counters with a Sambo suplex. Rusev then kicks JD McDonald, Rey Mysterio, and Penta down with a Moscow kick. Dragon Lee gets a Moscow kick and bends him back with the accolade. Alright. The commentary goes over the events of WrestleMania week. They then showcase the card for WrestleMania 42 Saturday, followed by the card for WrestleMania Saturday. WrestleMania 42 Saturday, John Cena will host WrestleMania 42. Raw General Manager's office. Raw General Manager Adam Pearce is on the phone when Danhausen comes up. Danhausen wants to meet John Cena, but Adam Pearce doesn't have time for him. He's lucky he didn't get cursed for ignoring Danhausen. Alright. OTC Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring to a huge pop. Roman Reigns, heel confronts World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk next. So we go to commercial break. Roman Reigns and CM Punk goes face to face before WrestleMania 42. And this was a pretty good closing segment for what it was. Roman Reigns completes his entrance and listens to an OTC chant. Roman Reigns takes his name before saying, "Sacramento, acknowledge me." World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk quickly interrupts Roman Reigns, sneers at his looks to the stage, but CM Punk makes his way through the crowd. CM Punk takes a long time coming through the crowd and stands on the commentary table looking right at Roman Reigns. The crowd is buzzing chanting CM Punk's name. CM Punk says after watching the cold open, which amounts it to its political sneer campaign, but together by Roman Reigns, but what was I? I'm sorry. It says campaign, but together by Roman Reigns. CM Punk is here to tell the truth. The people of Sacramento will be the witness. Roman Reigns can be the judge, jury, and executioner. CM Punk tells Roman Reigns to tell him when he's telling lies. CM Punk starts heading to the ring, but Roman Reigns warns him that if he gets in the ring, he won't need the mic. CM Punk still heads up the ring steps, but he stays on the apron. CM Punk says the truth is he hates Roman Reigns because he advised him. This is all he ever wanted. This is the only dream he has had in his heart since he was a little kid. CM Punk invents the fact that it was handed to Roman Reigns. CM Punk hates that Roman Reigns was champion for 1,316 days because after some self-reflection, he hates that he knows how hard Roman Reigns worked his all to be that great in the history. Looks when they talk about legacy, they won't ask how. They ask how many Punk hates, how many CM Punk haters, the number of times Roman Reigns has main evented WrestleMania. CM Punk tells him to tell him when he's telling lies. He has lied. CM Roman Reigns says nothing. Alright, it says CM Punk hates that he feels this way. CM Punk says Sika was a great man and wrestler. He's a champion and a Hall of Famer. CM Punk loves and respects the old timer. CM Punk hates the fact that he invoked Roman Reigns' father's name in vain, and he sincerely apologized to Roman Reigns. CM Punk gets in the ring and steps up to Roman Reigns. CM Punk hates that there's more than one royal family in professional wrestling, and he hates that he invades the fact that he wasn't born into a dynasty. CM Punk doesn't know what it's like to have that kind of family. CM Punk was born in the CM Punk was born in the backyard and alleys of Chicago. CM Punk CM Punk was misfit who had to find his family. CM Punk found his family in the streets of Sacramento. He found his family in a very VFW or Knights of Columbus bowling alley and Japan, England, and Puerto Rico. He wasn't handed anything or born on third base with a silver spoon. CM Punk busted his made pro wrestling his home and made him his family. CM Punk hates the fact that he feels this way. CM Punk hates that they has to share anything with Roman Reigns, let alone to his first singles match heading WrestleMania 42. CM Punk tells Roman Reigns to tell him when he's telling lies. Roman Reigns says nothing. On April 19th, CM Punk has gold. On April 19th, CM Punk has gold on his shoes, and around he was late Sunday night after the desert sun he said a dry air will get cold. Steam and steam will rise. Will rise from CM Punk's blood's face, but have a go over his head. The ring announcer will say he's still the world heavyweight champion, with Las Vegas chanting his name. CM Punk tells him to tell him when he's telling lies. Roman Reigns says the that's the probably the truest stuff he's ever heard. CM Punk says up until the end. Roman Reigns says he hates CM Punk as well. He's hated CM Punk for a long time. The main reason is because of CM Punk relationship with the people. With the people, Roman Reigns hope that when the day comes when he leaves, the people will miss him as much as they miss CM Punk. He hopes they chant for him 10 years straight. CM Punk has made a great connection with his fan base. No one can take that away from him. Or on Sunday that's CM Punk's truth, but it's not really time. The time is up. Roman Reigns gives him 2 months hold the relevancy, but he does nothing with it. Oh, on Sunday it's over. On Sunday it's a new nonchalant act done. Or Sunday they'll fix the mess CM Punk started. On Sunday this will put his place back on top. On Sunday the Tribal Chief will take over and CM Punk along with the whole world will acknowledge him. Alright, and the whole world acknowledge him. And WWE Raw goes off the air. Alright, let me give my honest opinion what I think about WWE Raw. Let me give my honest opinion about hold on. Let me give my honest opinion what I think about WWE Raw. Now, WWE Raw was a decent show for what it was, and I have to give that show a 5 out of 10. If you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review on highlights, make sure you guys please watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning all towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content because I'm on the road to 11K before the end of April. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, and go and follow all my social media down below in the description. And I'll see you guys time for my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Raw review and highlights. And go check out my AEW Dynasty review and highlights. And go check out my WWE SmackDown review and highlights. And also go check out my WWE NXT review and highlights. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And I'll see you guys on my upcoming world premiere for my WWE Raw review and highlights at around 5 o'clock a.m. on YouTube. So stay too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.